I'm actually going to get to work early this time because I'll arrive by 6:56, which that is fucking awesome. I've been trying to do that every day, but I finally decided to really hurry up and get the fuck out because I'm honestly actually getting really tired of being late constantly. So, but maybe on Thursday I'll try to get there by 7, actually by 7. But the other days, I don't really care to show up. I mean, I care. I have to care, but yeah, I don't want to sit there and wait for Amino and all them to clock in. So it's just no. That looks like James. My mom's ex. That's weird. He looks so much like him. Let me turn on my slipper. Anyway, good morning. Let me turn down my brightness, so my phone doesn't burn. Good morning. It's Thursday, June 5th. My Friday. So, here we are. I'd love to get a haircut, but I can't. And this weekend, because I took Monday last week off, I'm not going to get a whole lot. Hence why I'm trying to more so often stay the full time, because I realize, if I keep coming in 8 minutes late or 5 minutes late and constantly clocking out at the time I'm supposed to, I'm not getting a full 10 hours. And imagine 5 to 10 minutes lost every day. Classic 2025. They're already posting on graduation stuff because kids are graduating this year. It'll be 5 years on the 9th. I'm pretty sure it was the 9th or the 19th that I graduated. One of the two. 5 years for me. Half a fucking decade ago, I graduated high school. That is absolutely insane to me. And going on to 10 years ago, I would be in middle school right now. I would be in my 7th or 8th grade right now. No, I'd be in my 7th going on my 8th grade right now, because September of 2015 was when I think I started my sophomore year. I think. 2019 through 2020, I was senior. 2018 through 2019, I was junior. 2017 through 2018, I was sophomore. Wait. 2017 to 2018, I'd be sophomore year. So that means 2016 through 2017, I'd be in my, 2016 through 2017. So 2016 through 2017. So 2015 through 2016, I was in my fucking, last year in middle school, I guess. 2015 through 2016, 2014 through 2015, I guess it was. I don't know, it's fucking hard to keep up. I'm 2001, so whatever. I'm pretty sure I started kindergarten at 6 years old. Pretty sure of it. At least kindergarten at 5 or 6. I'm not sure anymore, but 5, yeah. And then I started first grade at 6. I don't know. I don't really even remember, honestly. It still confuses the shit out of me, especially when people are all messed up in their times too. It doesn't make it confuses the shit out of me. But anyway, I can't believe I just spent a few minutes figuring out what the fuck I was years I went to school for. But anyway, the whole idea is that it'll be 5 years since I finished school. And boy, has that been great since I've been out. But anyway, yesterday, what happened yesterday? I gotta get rid of this habit, but I have definitely been not very nice lately with Norma and fucking, not so much Amino, I don't, Norma, it's a little easier to get away with, but I gotta stop doing that, honestly. It's starting to get a little immature, because I keep shouting shit out loud in Spanish. I'm Hispanic, but, that girl gets on my nerves so bad, she gets on my nerves so bad, man, and I know it's just one coworker, and she's not a bad worker, she's just so easily irritable and constantly snitching, like telling on people. I don't want to say snitching, because if you say snitching, then, you're basically openly admitting, let me see. Does snitching mean like openly actually admitting things that people are doing wrong and they just hate it? And then there's actual telling and tattling on people when they're just, or snitching, just saying stuff about people, telling on people for whatever. I assume all three, but I don't know, because sometimes when I tell like managers that she keeps constantly snitching, I'm pretty sure they get that they mean they're just telling about everything people do. But still, she needs to quit doing that, honestly, regardless, right? So they keep talking in Spanish. It's not aimed towards Consuelo. I was aiming more towards Norma, and I keep shouting shit in Spanish. I'll be like fucking Los Pollos Hermanos when I leave the room, or I'll be like fucking Lávate las manos. And I'll just walk by them and just be like, Lávate las manos. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Fucking the Chicken Brothers. Los Pollos Hermanos, Breaking Bad. That's how I know that. And then American Dad. Funny enough, I'm Mexican, but I don't really know that much Spanish. Like major Spanish. I know little tiny itty bitty words, but I don't, I just know Lávate las manos from American Dad, of all things. Lávate las manos. The fucking, where Steve thinks he's like in a wizard school, but he's actually in a fucking drug lab, like in the hood and all that. Roger tricks him into going into the hood, and Roger's like, oh shit, and oh man, that was, and then they fucking like hunt him down and all that stuff, and Roger, like, accidentally snorts the shit he falls onto, and he, like, kills all the drug dealers. That shit was so fucking funny, dude. I don't watch American Dad as much anymore, or Family Guy, for that matter, especially, but American Dad I'll still hop on to see sometimes, but I try not to watch it as much, but that shit was fucking funny, dude. Steve is an annoying character, but at the same time, Steve's a good character. I like Steve. He's an idiot. He's a nerd. He's awkward, but, a teenage boy, but it's just the singing parts that annoy the hell out of me with Steve. But, not a bad voice, but, but yeah, some of the moments of all the characters are funny as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. But, yeah, I'd rather Family Guy. I don't like even more than compared to American Dad. I'd rather sit and watch American Dad all day than watch Family Guy. I don't really care for Family Guy. Family Guy is just it. I used to find it funny, and I used to watch it all the time, but I just don't care for Family Guy anymore. But you know, that's the whole idea of if you're not the target audience, then don't watch. You know what I mean? It's got to be kind of a group opinion thing, and unfortunately, everybody likes Family Guy. Everybody likes Brian Griffin. I hate Brian Griffin so much. A lot of people started not liking Brian Griffin, but I really don't like Brian Griffin. I like Brian Griffin in the first few seasons, but after a while, Brian Griffin became just as much of a sleazebag as Quagmire, but Quagmire's a lot funnier, and, you know, Quagmire admits that he's a piece of shit, I guess, but Brian is a whole nother level of a piece of shit, honestly. Hypocritical, liberal, retarded. He's just a retarded little dog character in all directions. Drives a fucking Prius, for goodness sakes, you know. But yeah, I don't care for Brian. Anyway, but yeah, with work, yeah, I just kept shouting Mexican stuff, but not directly towards them. So yeah, and it's not racist because I'm Hispanic, so I can somewhat get away with that, you know, I guess a little bit. And yeah, you know, I was just so over Norma yesterday. I wasn't trying to be mean. I was just being hella obnoxious. You know, it's just to that point to where I'm hella obnoxious every time now. We even made a song about her, except instead of Dora, it's fucking Norma the Explorer. That shit was fucking funny when Dom made that up. We were being hella funny about that shit. And that shit was wildly funny. Oh my god, 6:54, it's a miracle. I'll actually get there early. Like, it's a fucking miracle. I'll actually get in there by... But the annoying thing is if I clock in a few minutes early, I have to leave a few minutes early. I guess they're funny about that shit, which doesn't make any sense to me. Why? You know, because like Candace, she'll be like, oh, I gotta hurry up and clock out. And I'm like, it's only a minute. It's only a few minutes if you fucking go over, you know. But no, they're hardcore hellbent about that. But, you know, yeah, Carrie and I, grammar, we got through it. We did it yesterday. Now we're at my Friday. She still got today and tomorrow. I just got today. So, I ain't gonna lie. My liver's been feeling really weird. Like, right now, it's like saying, hey, can you feel me? And yesterday it made me a little more nervous too, because it's not like a sore pain or anything. It's just like tingling. It's like making itself presented that, hey, I got issues, buddy. But to be fair, I shouldn't have ate what I ate. I had a bit of a chocolate bar just because I'm like, I haven't eaten candy for a bit. But fuck candy. I'm done with candy for real now. And I'm not trying to get sick. It was just a little chocolate bar because nobody else has been eating the chocolate. So I just wanted a chocolate. And I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying, you know,
red light camera ahead.
Don't even bother eating the candy if you have fatty liver. Don't even bother. And I had a hot pocket, and I had a chicken bake, you know, one of those chicken bakes from Costco. I've never actually tried one of those before, but it's actually really good. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I don't know. That might still be okay to eat, but Hot Pocket, no. I'm glad we finished through those, but if they buy any more, that's for them. I don't want to eat any major bread stuff too, so like bagels, I don't want to eat unless it's with cucumbers, I guess. But still, I shouldn't be eating any bread product anyway, unless if it's wheat, and I don't like wheat bread. I mean, I do, but it's got to be like really classy type of bread, you know, like those videos where people constantly are putting cherry tomato and roasted garlic in an oven and mashing it together for like some kind of a spread or something like that, you know, with avocado, more cherry tomato cooked up, and a mozzarella ball on top, you know, that shit would be good. Or a really, really well-made sandwich. But I don't eat wheat bread like toast or anything like that. I don't do that. I don't Or peanut butter and jelly, you know, in a fucking wheat toast sandwich. I don't particularly think that's appetizing too much, but all in all, I don't really eat sandwiches at all, honestly, and it sucks because on Monday, we looked at how many steps we took. I walked 35 to 40,000 steps, 34,000 steps, something like that, 40,000 steps, I think. Somewhere between that, I kid you not. On Monday, me and Lily and I. But, of course, being on sanitation, you don't walk that much, but still, you're walking like a good 25,000 steps. I wish my body would actually register that as, like, an exercise, but then if it did, I'd be fucking tired all day, which I already am. Which is too bad, because, you know, I'm constantly dealing with sweating, having to drink water and all that stuff, eating actual decently normal food, and here I am now with the slightest thing is now messing with my liver. It's just like, come on, dude. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck. I don't want to walk more. I mean, of course I'm going to walk if I have to. But, you know, I don't want to walk more after walking 9 hours a day. You know what I mean? It's not exactly fucking nice, you know, to walk around for another hour and a half, especially later at the end of the day, you know? Like, it's not particularly something I'd want to do. 6:53, holy crap. I am extremely early right now. Like, I kid you not, I am genuinely extremely early. Like, I'll probably just clock in and just sit, add a few extra minutes, I guess. And then go in the back and just get going, whatever. But, yeah, you know, because the first hour and a half is just waiting on Carrie, but yeah, we got through it. Oh, and yesterday, Norma gives people dirty looks. That's another thing. Carrie...
Lane closure ahead on State Route 167 north in 3 miles. You're still on the fastest route.
It's a lane closure. What lane's closed? But, yeah, no Norma today. Oh, and Amino, I guess Amino got into it with Jason this morning. Oh, sneak right by here, buddy. Yeah, Amino got into it with Jason yesterday morning, so when I came in, Jason was pissed off to where he wouldn't even talk. So I was like, okay, I get it. I'd be pissed off too, but still, I wouldn't be all quiet on people, though. That's not cool. But that some people work differently when they're stressed out. When they're stressed out or annoyed or upset, you know, they don't want to say anything to anybody. Because I went in yesterday and I said, "What's up, dudes?" And I started telling Dominique wears these funky ass clothes, man. He wears these funky ass clothes. Like, one day he'll look like a biker. One day he'll wear shorts, which I wanted to wear shorts, but the pockets on my shorts really suck, and I don't trust them. So no on that. And then yesterday he was wearing these fucking these what are they called? Cup of noodle pants. So I started telling him, got the ramen pants, man. None of them said anything, so I was like, oh, something's wrong. I was like, what's up, dudes? And Jason didn't say anything. He just ignored me, and I was just like, oh boy, here we go. What the fuck happened now? But better that than him having an attitude, honestly. Better that than him having an attitude. So I didn't take it too personally. I was just like, well, whatever you're upset about, you know, it's probably about Judith or something like that. So But yeah, but they managed to get better throughout the day, and he told me that Amina was being a bitch this morning. It sucks, because it's just like, dude, Amina, just do what you're told and shut the fuck up. Because she didn't want to be on bathrooms again. I would have been like, just do it or go home. Just go home. You don't want to do it. What lane is closed? That's my question. What lane is closed? Doesn't say. But anyway, yeah, yesterday was, Amina was fucking stupid, Norma was fucking stupid, that. Why I'm so riled up about her is because you could literally be working and not doing anything, and she'll just automatically, her brain will just automatically be telling herself, oh, they're not picking up enough garbage. Like, I kid you not. Lily and I were working together, and she decided to start saying shit about us because we were working together. It's just like, you got anything better to fuck with? Like, don't even fuck with Amino. Just mind your own business. You know what I mean? Like now it's kind of gotten out of hand with that girl. Like, even more so. And they acknowledge it. Jason acknowledged it. I just don't know if Judith acknowledges it. I just don't know if Judith actually acknowledges it or uses it to some kind of advantage. Uses Norma as some kind of fucking search dog or some shit. You know what I mean? But it ain't right. It's not cool, So, yeah, on the other hand, I'm almost there. Friday, it's my Friday, so I have the next few days off. I'm not going to get paid very well tomorrow, I know it. Which is going to suck, but, But anyway, yeah, so almost there. Gonna get there early. It's 6:51, so I'm fucking really early. Normally, I'm never this early. So works out. But anyway, Selena's back. Also, Selena's back too. I guess she got COVID, so. That's why she was gone last week, but yeah, so anyway, gonna end it for real now. So, all the best to you folks.